You're saying that the environment shapes the story?
They respond to it, do you see? But we have a tradition that comes from the first millennium BC somewhere else, and we're handling that. It has not turned over and assimilated the qualities of our culture and the new things that are possible and the new vision of the universe. It must be kept alive. The only people that can keep it alive are artists of one kind or another. That the artist is, his function is the mythologization of the environment and the world.
Artist being the poet, the musician, the author.
Exactly.
The writer.
Yes. And I think we've had a couple of greats in the recent times. I think of James Joyce as such a revealer of the mysteries of growing up and becoming a human being. And for me, he and Thomas Mann were my principal gurus, you might say, as I was trying to shape my own life. I think in the visual arts, there were two men whose work seemed to me to handle mythological themes in a marvelous way, and one was Paul Klee and the other Picasso. These two men really knew what they were doing all the way, I think, and had a great versatility in their revelations.
I mean, our artists are the myth makers of our day.
The myth makers in earlier days were the counterparts of our artists.
They drew the paintings on the walls,
yes.
They performed the rituals.
There's an old romantic idea in German, das Volkdichtet, that's say that the poetry of the traditional cultures and the ideas come out of the folk. They do not. They come out of an elite experience, the experience of people particularly gifted, whose ears are open to the song of the universe, and that they speak to the folk, and there is an answer from the folk which is then received. There's an interaction, but the first impulse comes from above, not from below, in the shaping of folk traditions.